Hola, muy buenas, bienvenidos a Manucal 28 Gameplay. Aquí estamos en este Mass Effect. Continuamos aquí con John Shepard, con Garrus y con Tali. Vale, tenemos que regresar de nuevo a Esperanza Azul, porque allí está la Toriana. Así que nada, vamos para allá, cogemos el Mako y nos vamos para allá. Por aquí, con tranquilidad. Aquí hay enemigos. Aquí están los enemigos. Igual están aquí. No, no se puede entrar aquí, vale. Creo que están en esta otra zona. Cuidado. Sobrecalentado. Continuamos. No vuelques, no vuelques. Vale, y aquí imagino que llegamos ya a la zona. Ostras. Vale, qué guay. Voy a ver.
What was it? It certainly wasn't human.
Cuidado con los
No
colores.
hitting the colonists, even if the Thorian makes them fire on us. That's what the gas grenades are for.
Very well, Commander. Let's go.
Vale, hay que usar las granadas, 16 colonos vivos. Vale. Vale, este sí que hay que matarlo, ¿no?
Think we're good, Commander.
Querer tiro granadas, pero... De momento 16 colonos vivos. A ver. Cuidado, Con tranquilidad, No sé por qué se me ha agachado. No tengo granadas, ¿Cómo hago para tener granadas? Tendré que dejárselo a... ¿Cómo hago para tener granadas? Buena pregunta, Vale, ¿puedo usar granadas con estos? Respirador. No dispares, Garrus. Es que no tengo granadas, ¿cómo lo hago, tío? Tira granadas. ¿Cómo cojones consigo granadas? Vámonos, vámonos, chicos. Tiene que haber granadas por algún lado, tío. No puede ser que... que no haya nada, ninguna granada ni nada, tío. Es que sin granadas, ¿qué hago, tío? Necesito granadas. ¿Cómo voy a tirar granadas, tío? No puedo... No sé... En una de esas puedo meter... No puedo, tío. Pues no tengo granadas, es lo que hay, tío. Me gustaría no matar a ninguno, pero si no tengo granadas, ¿qué hago? Me las invento. Déjame a mí, déjame a mí. Que me la habéis liado, Carrus, hijo. ¡Pero no me los matéis, Garrus! ¡Tío! ¡No me los maten! ¡Que no me los matéis! A estos sí, pero... ¡Venid aquí, hombre! Me han liado pardísimo. ¡Que no me los maten, tío! ¡Venid aquí, hombre! Tío, que me los estáis matando a todos. La madre que os parió. Los que son demasiados complejos y dedicados para usarlos en combate.
We got him Shepard.
Vale. Es que manteneos en la calma, tío. Colega. Queda alguno. Sí, queda alguien, pero no sé quién. Queda alguien, pero no sé quién. Vale, eras usarlo sin arma. Pues han matado a 3, tío. Los desgraciados. ¿Faidan?
Tried to fight it, but it gets in your head. You can't imagine the pain. I was supposed to be their leader. These people trusted me. It
Dame
wants me
ese.
to stop you, but I won't. I won't.
No. Se mató solo. Siento, Faidan. Vale, imagino que sea por aquí, ¿no? 13 colonos vivos, a ver. Es lo que hay, lo hemos intentado. Este desgraciado Garrus nos ha matado a todos. Es que no sé cómo controlarles de calma. ¿Sabes? No sé cómo controlarles, tío. Sería bueno, tío, controlarles. Tiene que ver aquí controles, a ver. Configuración de disparo predeterminada, ¿no? Subida de nivel automático. No lo sé. Vale, minimiza las bajas. Hombre, los hemos minimizado todas las que podemos, todas las que hemos podido. Las hemos minimizado todas las que hemos podido. Vale, aquí sería bueno escopeta, para los zombies estos. Esa cosa enorme. ¿Será la toriana? Sí.
All right, we just need to find this creature and determine what it
Es enorme, tío.
is that?
Es enorme.
We are going to need bigger guns.
Es mega enorme, tío. Un poco de ascazo, ¿no? ¿Qué cojones?
Invaders, your every
Clone?
step is a transgression. 1,000 feelers appraise you as meat, good only to dig or decompose. I speak for the old growth as I did for Saren. You are within and before the Thorian. It commands that you be in awe.
Necesito lo que Saren buscaba.
You gave something to Sarah. Something I need.
Saren sought knowledge of those who are gone. The old growth listened to flesh for the first time in the long cycle. Trades were made. Then cold ones began killing the flesh that would tend the next cycle. Flesh fairly given. The old growth sees the air you push as lies. It will listen no more.
Deja ir a los colonos.
I won't let you keep your thralls. Release them, now.
No more will the Thorian listen to those that scurry. Your lives are short, but have gone on too long.
Maravilla.
Your blood will feed you grow.
Nada. duele, ¿no? No sé, sé que duele.
Sure of that. We need to find more of these things.
Vale, podemos ir por aquí a ver qué hay. Vamos a pillar escopeta. Tenemos un medigel. ¿Pueden sacar clones? Sí, saca todo clon a Sari, vale. Que venga, no pasa nada. Cuidado. Vamos a meter aquí escudo. Un poquito. Creo que podemos darle desde aquí. Vale, aquí hay más. Buena. Buena.
That's it. Bag 'em and tack 'em.
Take cover.
Sigue por aquí. Espera, ¿y por aquí habrá algo? No hay por aquí, no hay por aquí. No hay por aquí. Descodificar esto. Desgraciada, No va. Seguimos por aquí arriba.
I think we're good, Shepard.
Y aquí tendremos la última. Ahí está. Vale, vamos a ver si podemos mejorar. Tenemos 2 puntitos. Bueno. Tengo la última del soldado. Y escopeta me vale bien. El entrenamiento de asalto. Y primeros auxilios. Y este le vamos a meter armadura básica. Y descodificación. Vale, seguimos. Parece que hay mucho tema aquí, ¿eh?
Jammers online.
Vale, aquí
All targets
esto.
down.
Descodificación fácil. Vale. Pillamos Fénix. Y por aquí, imagino. Nodo de la Toriana. Vale, están arriba, cuidado. Cuidado, Tali. Vale.
Perimeter secured.
Commander Shepard, we're on the right track.
Seguimos por aquí, ¿no? Imagino. Bicharraco enorme, tú. Garrus, arriba. Calma, 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 que ya lo tenemos.
Negative
Calma,
contact.
que vamos bien. Calma, que vamos muy bien. Cuidado, Está la Zaria, Vale. Vale. Charraco enorme, tú. Adiós, Toriana. ¿Y qué sale? Más clones a... Ah, o esta es la Sari con la que estaban clonando. Esa es la Sari a la que están... Siala.
I suppose I should thank you for releasing me.
¿Estás bien?
Is everything all right? Are you hurt?
Esa es la que
I'm
estaban
fine,
clonando.
or I will be, in time. My name is Shiala. I served Matriarch Benezia. When she allied herself with Saren, so did I. Benezia foresaw the influence Saren would have. She joined him to guide him down a gentler path. But Saren is compelling. Benezia lost her way.
¿Qué quieres decir?
Are you saying Saren can control minds?
Benezia underestimated Saren, as I did. We came to believe in his cause and his goals. The strength of his influence is troubling.
She tried to manipulate Saren, but in the end, her plan backfired.
Tiene que haber algo más.
Asari matriarchs are among the most intelligent and powerful beings in the galaxy. How could one fall under Saren's control?
Saren has a vessel, an enormous warship unlike anything I've ever seen. He calls it Sovereign. It can dominate the minds of his followers. They become indoctrinated to Saren's will. The process is subtle. It can take days, weeks, but in the end, it is absolute. I was a willing slave when Saren brought me to this world. He needed my biotics to communicate with the Thorian, to learn its secrets. Saren offered me in trade. I was sacrificed to secure an alliance between Saren and the Thorian.
¿Eran aliados?
Then why were the Geth trying to destroy the Thorian?
After Saren had what he needed, the Thorian became a liability. Saren knows you are searching for the conduit. He knows you are following his steps. He attacked the Thorian so you could not gain the
El
cipher.
cifrador. ¿Qué es el
What's
cifrador?
the cipher? And why did Saren need it?
The beacon on Eden Prime gave you visions. But the visions are unclear, confusing. They were meant for a Prothean mind. To truly comprehend them, you must think like a Prothean. You must understand their culture, their history, their very existence. The Thorian was here long before the Protheans built this city. It watched and studied them. When they died, it consumed them. They became a part of it.
Se convirtieron en parte de ella, o sea, en parte de la Toriana. ¿El cifrador es
So
conocimiento?
the Thorian taught Saren to think like a Prothean. How?
The cipher is the very essence of being a Prothean. It cannot be described or explained. It would be like describing color to a creature without eyes. To understand, you must have access to endemic ancestral memory, a viewpoint spanning thousands of Prothean generations. I sensed this ancestral memory, the cipher, when I melded with the Thorian. Our identities merged, our minds intertwined. Such knowledge cannot be taught. It simply exists.
Tiene que haber alguna manera.
I need that knowledge to stop Saren.
There is a way. I can transfer the knowledge from my mind to yours, as I did with Saren. Try to relax, Commander. Slow, deep breaths. Let go of your physical shell. Reach out to grasp the threads that bind us, one to another. Every action sends ripples across the galaxy. Every idea must touch another mind to live. Each emotion must mark another's spirit. We are all connected. Every living being united in a single glorious existence. Open yourself to the universe, Commander. Embrace eternity.
Esquema del rayo, ¿no?
I have given you the cipher, just as it was given to Saren. The ancestral memories of the Protheans are part of you now.
What was that? Commander Shepard, are you all right?
Ha manipulado mi mente. Estoy bien.
I saw something. It still didn't make any sense.
You have been given a great gift. The experience of an entire people. It will take time for your mind to process this information.
We should get you back to the ship, Commander. Medical needs to know about this.
I'm sorry if you have suffered, but there was no other way. You needed the cipher. In time, it will help you understand the vision from the beacon.
Vale, el conducto, que es algo importante.
Do you know what the conduit is? Or
Es lo
where
que
it is?
busca Saren.
No, I'm sorry. All I know is that Saren believes the conduit was the key to the Prothean extinction.
Then whatever it is, we cannot let him have it.
You have the cipher. In time, your visions will clear. They will lead you to the conduit. I only pray you find it before Saren does.
La Toriana.
Is there anything else you can tell me about the Thorian?
When the creature enveloped me, I became part of it, but I still don't truly understand it. So alien, so ancient. Its exact age is impossible to know. It measured time differently. 10,000 years of hibernation broken by a few frantic centuries of activity. Its mind was awesome, magnificent. It transcended all classification. And now it is gone.
¿Qué hago ahora contigo?
Now that you're free of the Thorian, What are you planning to do next?
If you allow it, I would like to stay here with the colonists. They have suffered greatly, and I played a role in their suffering. I would like to make amends.
Una noble idea.
The colonists will need all the help they can get. They'll be happy to have you on their side.
Thank you, Commander. May fortune smile upon you.
Vale, pues ya estaría.
You did it. With the Thorian gone, we can start rebuilding for ourselves again. And we're free of Exogenes' threats. We're back to being just a little nowhere colony. Thank you, Commander.
Nada, hombre. Pues estamos.
It'll be tough going, but we'll make this a home.
Con Lisbeth podemos hablar.
Most of the infected. It'll take time to
Con Siala.
I will do what I can to assist the colony in this difficult time. I am ashamed of the damage done to the lives of these people.
Vale. Preguntas
I want to know
personales.
more about you.
There is nothing remarkable about me. I was merely one of Matriarch Benezia's disciples. For nearly 2 centuries, I followed her, learning at her feet. When Benezia revealed her plan to join Saren, she gave her disciples a choice. Only those who were willing had to follow her. Many felt her plan was too dangerous, but I believed in her. I thought she could turn Saren away from his insanity. Instead, we joined him in it.
Vale.
Farewell, Shiala.
Farewell, Commander. I wish you well in your hunt.
Vale, pues entonces aquí ya está más que claro que lo hemos conseguido. Faidan pues ha suicidado, es lo que hay. Está el Gavin. Refugiado. Vale. Diario, a ver. Ahora tenemos las 2 misiones. Debemos explorar Cero, Noveria y el cúmulo de Artemis Tau y Birmir para descubrir pistas que lleven hasta el conducto antes que Saren. Tenemos que ir a Baitmire. Que sería lo siguiente. Vale, mientras estoy en el Fero, en las notas del doctor se aprecia cierta preocupación acerca de las muestras de un grupo al que solo se refiere como Cerberus. Vale, ya que hay cositas que bueno, ya esto ya lo iremos haciendo cuando podamos. Primero vamos a ir a Birmire, o sea que nos vamos de aquí. A ver, esta muchacha vendía algo.
Let me see what you have.
Vale, Tornado 8. Ostras, este está muy guapo, Thunder. ¿Podemos ver comparación? John Shepard, Garrus. Ostras, este está muy top. Tiene menos puntería, pero está muy top. ¿Cuánto me vale? 200. Vete por ahí, hombre. Vale un pastizal terrible. No quiero comprar nada. Hombre, espera, si tienes algo ahí... Yo creo que ya lo hemos...
Let me see what you have in
Bravo. Que vale todo muy caro, tío. Hombre, estileto... Estileto sí estaría bien, A ver, comparemos con este estileto 6. Me gusta estileto, Sí, me lo voy a comprar. Estileto me lo compro. Perdón. Vamos a darle Medigel para curarse.
You're good to go.
Me gusta. Vale, equipo. Vale, Explorer. Explorer 6. No. Duelix, vale. Creo que es la mejor que tengo, la de Duelix. Sí. Creo que sí. Vale, fusil de salto, tengo Tsunami, Raptor tal. Este Thunder va muy bien, Es el que hemos comprado, creo. O no, no sé, no me acuerdo. No, pero está mucho mejor este. Está mucho mejor. Thunder 6 está mucho mejor. Vale, Katana 5. Katana va muy bien, pero no tengo más. Vale, Raikou 7. Raikou 7. Pues estileto le va mejor, Sí. Estileto le va mejor. Tenía otro estileto, bueno, da igual. Equalizer. Equalizer es el que mejor tengo. Granadas vamos a cambiarlas a difusión mismamente. Vale, de momento nos vale así. Vámonos. Mi pregunta es, ¿cómo salimos de aquí ahora? Por aquí, ¿no? Supongo que sea por aquí. Sí, supongo que por aquí volvemos a la nave. Sí, vale, ahí está la Normandía. Vale, pues vamos a ir a Birmair ahora, ¿eh? Nuestro próximo destino.
Stand by, shore party.
Vamos a castigar a Garrus por haber matado a los colonos. Garrus.
Commander, you look pale. Are you suffering any ill effects from the cipher?
A ver, me siento raro.
The cipher shook me up a bit.
I might be able to help you. I am an expert on the Protheans. If I join my consciousness to yours, maybe we can make some sense of it.
Adelante.
Do it. Hurry. We don't have much time.
Hay que confiar en
Relax, Commander.
Liara.
Embrace eternity.
Es lo mismo, ¿no? Tiene algo diferente.
That was incredible. All this time, all my research, yet I never dreamed. I am sorry. The images were so vivid. I never imagined the experience would be so intense. You are remarkably strong-willed, Commander. What you have been through, what you have seen, would have destroyed a lesser mind.
Come on, get to the point. What did you see?
The beacon on Eden Prime must have been badly damaged. Large parts of the vision are missing. The data transferred into the commander's mind is incomplete.
¿Has descubierto algo?
You must have seen something.
I was able to interpret the data relayed through your vision, what was there at least, but something was missing. Saren must have the missing information. Maybe he found another beacon. If we can find the missing data from your vision, I can... Oh. I am sorry. The joining is exhausting. I should go to the medical bay and lie down for a moment.
¿Estás bien?
Dr. Chakwas should take a look at you.
That will not be necessary. I just need some rest. Somewhere quiet.
Adelante.
We're done here. Dismissed.
I've sent off the Pharos report, Commander. You want me to patch you through to the Council?
Sí.
Patch him through, Joker.
Setting up the link now, Commander.
Commander, Exogeny should have told us about the Thorian. It would have made your job much easier.
You might have been able to capture it for study instead of destroying it.
Es mejor así. No hubiera funcionado.
Exogeny tried to study it. Look how that turned out.
Perhaps it's for the best then. At least the colony was saved.
Of course it was saved. Shepard would go to any lengths to help a human colony.
Yo ayudo a todo el mundo.
Being human had nothing to do with it. They were in trouble.
Admirable. But sometimes Spectres have to make sacrifices. I hope you're willing to do that when the time comes.
Goodbye, Commander. We will be waiting for your next report.
Hala, adiós. Mira los del consejo que... Inútiles. Vale, pues estaría bueno hablar con alguien, ¿eh? Vale. Y hay cositas aquí. Vale, vamos a ver si podemos hablar con Liara y con esta gente. A ver, ahí está Kaidan. Que con Kaidan siempre es lo mismo, tío. Es un informe, no sé qué. Evaluación táctica.
What's your opinion on the last mission?
I'm glad there aren't many aliens like the Thorian. I don't think my stomach could take it. One of my cousins has an agribusiness. I was thinking of calling him. Maybe he can get some shipments into Pharaohs. I mean, now that they're cut off from the company.
Vale. Quiere información personal.
Just trying to get a sense of where the crew's at. Thoughts?
Is this an official evaluation, Commander? Or off the record?
Habla con libertad.
Alenko, when it's just you and me, you can consider it off the record.
That's a generous attitude. Okay. I think there's something wrong with all this. This Saren is trading people to aliens for some kind of lost knowledge. But we can't get backup from the Council? Sorry, Commander. There's writing on the wall here, but someone isn't reading it.
Te escucho.
The Council doesn't want to believe anything's wrong. I'd call it human nature, but...
I hear you. It just seems like a group that's been around as long as the Council should see this coming. Sorry if I got too informed. Protocol wasn't a big focus back in Bot.
Para que te entrenaron.
Tell me about it.
Biotic acclamation and temperance didn't last past the airlock. To the kids they hauled in, it was brain camp. Sorry, hauled in is unkind. We were encouraged to commit to an evaluation of our abilities so an understanding of biotics could be compiled. There are worse results of accidental exposure to element 0 in the womb. Beats the brain tumors some kids grew up with.
¿Sobrevivían muchos?
Seems like you beat the odds. How many didn't make it?
Out of 100, maybe 60 have no effect. 30 suffer adverse effects, little things like brain cancer. The other 10 show enough ability to augment with implants. Not always permanent, though. Not like the cancer. Next thing you know, you're out on jump 0. I mean, how's a kid supposed to deal with that? A station at the edge of human space.
Suena duro.
Jump 0 is a long way from home. What was it like?
The grand gateway to humanity looks a lot better in the vids. But that's my own baggage, Commander. No bearing on this.
Nunca se sabe.
It's a big galaxy, Lieutenant. Who knows what will come in handy?
If you say so, sir. Besides, I've got my past squared away.
Vale, nos da códice, que está bastante bien, nos da experiencia. Aquí no hay nadie, pero bueno, voy a echar un vistacillo por si acaso... No, no hay nada. Si acaso nos da algo de códice y de experiencia, que nunca se sabe. Aquí, por ejemplo, taquilla de Shepard. Vale. Aquí la doctora Choukas. ¿Podemos hablar con ella?
Yes, Commander? Is there something you need?
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Aquí está Liara. Vamos a preguntar cómo se encuentra.
Commander, are you coming to check up on me?
Está preocupado.
You look much better. How are you feeling?
Dr. Chakwas assures me I am going to be fine. I was impressed with her knowledge of Asari physiology.
Es lo mejor.
You're in good hands. Dr. Chakwas knows what she's doing.
I get the feeling you want to ask me something, Commander.
Hablemos.
I like talking with you, Liara, no matter what the subject.
Then let us talk about you. Are you okay?
Vale. Tengo pesadillas.
I'm not sleeping well. The visions keep me up at night.
I wish there was something I could do to help you. You need to be at your best, Commander. The crew relies on you for leadership. It can be a heavy burden.
Ellos no son el problema.
I can handle the responsibility of command. But if I don't stop Saren, the entire galaxy gets wiped out.
I'm sorry, Commander. The last thing you need is someone constantly reminding you of how grim things are. Is there anything else you would rather talk about?
No.
I should go.
Goodbye, Commander.
Vale. No tenemos nada más que hablar con ella. Hombre, aquí ahora podríamos bajar a la otra sección donde están el resto. Vale, aquí está Garrus, oficial de suministros.
Hey, Commander.
Venderá cosas.
Not right now, thanks.
No problem.
Vale, dame un segundo.
Keep checking back.
Sí, dame un
Looking
segundo.
for supplies?
What have you got?
Whatever you want. Armor, weapon. Well, as long as you don't mind paying for it.
Creo que no.
Why should I pay you for my weapon?
Hell, the licenses alone have set me back more than I'd like.
A ver, muéstrame primero lo
Let's
que
see what
tienes,
you've
hombre.
got.
You bet, Commander.
A ver si tienes algo aquí. Objeto único, mejora de granada, me vale. Los objetos únicos son muy importantes. Vale, Garrus, a ver, podemos hablar contigo.
Commander, good to see you.
You've been with CSEC a while. Have you seen much action?
Well, not as much as you, but yeah, I've seen some interesting
¿Algo en,
bet you have.
concreto?
Anything in particular that stands out?
I remember this Solarian geneticist I was sent to investigate. That case was a bit disturbing.
Inquietante.
What happened? Why were you investigating them?
I was tasked with tracking black market trade on the Citadel. Most of it harmless, nothing I needed to pursue. But during the course of my investigation, I noticed an increase in the trade of body parts, organs mostly. We usually get a few of those, but not the numbers I was seeing. We weren't sure if there was a new black market lab or if some freak was harvesting organs from citizens.
¿Eso es normal? ¿En serio?
So what was it?
Both, actually. But it took us a while to figure that out.
¿Qué
So
averiguaste?
how did you figure out what was happening?
First, we got a hold of a sample and ran DNA tests. The weird thing was, the match led us to a Turian who was still alive and was very convinced he'd never lost his liver. After a bit of digging, I discovered this Turian worked briefly for Dr. Salion, the geneticist. So I went to his lab hoping to find evidence of cloned organ development, but there was nothing. No Solarian hearts, no Turian livers, not one Krogan testicle.
¿Y testículos?
You're kidding, right? Why would anyone want Krogan testicles?
Some Krogan believe that testicle transplants can increase their virility, counteract the effects of the genophage. It doesn't work, but that doesn't stop them from buying. They'll pay up to 10,000 credits each. That's 40,000 for a full set. Somebody's making a killing out there.
Vale, ¿y qué hiciste?
What did you do about the geneticist?
I brought in some of his employees for interrogation, to see if I could get them to talk. While I was interviewing one of them, I came across something suspicious.
¿Entrevistando?
You mean threatened? Was that really necessary?
Maybe, maybe not. Either way, it paid off. One of my detainees started bleeding profusely during the interview. We offered to patch him up, and he got frantic, freaked out. I ordered a full exam to find out what was going on. Our medics found incisions all over his body, some of them fresh. That was our big break. These people weren't just Dr. Salion's employees. They were test tubes. Walking, living test tubes.
He was growing parts inside these people?
Exactly. He cloned their organs right inside their own bodies. Then he harvested them and sold them off. Most of the victims were poor. He'd pay them each a small percentage of the sales, but only if the organs were good. Sometimes an organ wouldn't grow properly, so he'd just leave it in them. Most of them were a mess, but only on the inside, hidden so nobody could see it.
I hope he got what he deserved.
That's the worst part. We never
Vaya,
caught
hombre.
him.
No me digas.
Why not? What the hell happened?
He ran, blew his lab,
Ah, o
grabbed
sea,
some
que
of
voló
his
el
employees
laboratorio.
and headed for the nearest space dock. By the time I found out, his ship was already leaving. He threatened to kill his hostages if we tried to stop him.
Y dejaste que
But
se
you went
escapara.
after him anyway, right?
I ordered Citadel Defense to shoot him down, but CSEC headquarters countermanded my order. They were worried about the hostages, worried about civilian casualties if the ship was destroyed so close to the Citadel.
Eso también
I
es
told
verdad.
them those hostages were dead anyway. He just used them to make more organs. But they wouldn't listen.
Vale, yo estoy de acuerdo con ellos.
Well, it's not worth the risk. You pursue the vessel and disable it. That's the best choice.
They sent the military after him, but he got away just the same. Yes, they did. I went to Palin and told him what I thought of him and his policies. He said if I didn't like it, I could quit. Well, I almost did. All they had to do was disable that ship, stop him from running. Maybe the hostages die, maybe they don't, but at least we stopped the bastard responsible for it all.
Una difícil elección.
I suppose I can see both sides. But what's done is done.
I suppose. Can't waste too much time worrying about it now. Just wish I could have stopped him. That's all.
Vale.
Do you have any idea what happened to Dr. Salion?
I sent out feelers from time to time, hoping to find something. I thought I'd found him a while back. He changed ships and changed his name to Dr. Hart, his idea of a
Doctor
joke,
Hare.
I guess. I
Doctor
told the
Corazón.
military, but they weren't convinced it was him. I got the transponder frequency for his new ship, but I just can't get anyone to check it out.
De esto me encargo yo.
I'll check out the coordinates when I get a chance.
I was hoping you'd say that. But Commander, take me with you when you go.
Debe ser alguna misión o algo especial de Garrus, ¿no? Sí, debe ser una misión especial de Garrus. La del doctor, sí. Encuentra al doctor Saleón. Garrus está dando un encuentro con el doctor Saleón, un genetista. Lamenta haberlo dejado escapar la primera vez y espera que tú puedas rastrearlo y llevarlo ante la justicia. ¿Y cómo lo va a rastrear? Pues no lo sé. ¿Podemos hablar con Ashley?
Oh, before I go, you said you're serving with Commander Shepard now? We saw him on the news here. He's cute. Later, sis.
Tell me you didn't hear that.
¿Era un familiar?
You're a sister, I assume?
Until I get home and kill her. That's Sarah, the youngest. What's up? You didn't come by to eavesdrop on Family Mail.
Háblame de tu
Your
familia.
family seems to be important to you.
Yeah, we've always been close. Me and my sisters especially. With Dad on duty so much, I had to help Mom raise them.
¿Y estas sus
After
hermanos?
helping raise them, your sisters still talk to you? Amazing.
Things were tense between Sarah and me for a while. Then we bonded.
¿Y tu padre no estaba?
Sounds like your father wasn't around much. Wasn't your family stationed near him?
Dad always wanted to serve in space, but he wanted us to have real ground under our feet. He'd say, space is beautiful, but you can't raise a family there. I cannot rest from travel. I will drink life to the lees. All times I've enjoyed greatly, have suffered greatly, both with those that loved me and alone. For always roaming with a hungry heart, much have I seen and known, cities of men and manners, climates, councils, governments.
I didn't know you liked classical literature.
Ulysses was my dad's favorite poem. Every time he shipped out, he recorded me reading it. He had a dozen versions when he retired.
¿De verdad?
Does he still like it?
I sure hope so. I read it to his grave every time I go home. Dad passed on a few years back. He's probably still watching, though. So behave.
Sí, claro.
He's not a zombie, is he?
You know, from heaven, wherever that is. That's not a problem with you, is it? That I believe in God?
Yo no debo juzgarte.
Your beliefs are your business. I'm your commanding officer, not your moral compass.
Just my commanding officer, huh? We'll have to see about that.
Sí, ya
I'll look
veremos.
forward to our next talk.
You should. I should get back to my duties. Didn't mean to take up so much of your time.
¿Qué tal nos va?
What's your opinion on the last mission?
Gotta admire those colonials. That's about the worst place for a colony I've ever seen. Given the option, I'd get the hell out of Dodge.
Vale,
We'll
adiós.
talk later, Williams.
Looking forward
Vale,
to it,
un
Skipper.
poquitín de códice también. Podemos hablar con
What do you
Brex.
want, Shepard?
La genofacia, preguntas personales.
Why did you become a mercenary?
Lots of reasons.
¿Cómo cuáles?
Such as?
Such as, I needed to get out of our system. I needed to eat. I needed to
¿Por qué te marchaste?
survive.
Why not stay and help your people?
I tried to help. That's why I had to leave.
Qué interesante.
What happened?
I was
Lo
betrayed.
traicionaron.
I was head of a small tribe. We were trying to restore order after the war, but the other tribes were against us. They followed Jared, one of the few warlords who
No sé si me
survived
está hablando
the
acerca de
war
una
with
misión o algo.
Turians. But but he was old, and so were his ideas. He wanted to continue the war. He wanted us to fight. Turians, Solarians, each other. It didn't matter who, as long as we were fighting.
¿Y?
What did you want?
I just wanted Jared to shut up, to stop his ranting. I wanted him to stop leading the tribes astray. But he couldn't understand how much things had changed. We didn't have the numbers to go to war. Even if we did, the genophage made sure we couldn't replenish our numbers fast enough. I told them all to forget about war. We needed to focus on breeding, at least for one generation. And for a while, we were getting through. Some of the tribes started coming around.
¿Y Jarrod?
I take it the warlord didn't appreciate that.
No, he didn't. He arranged a crush with the tribes, a meeting on neutral ground. He wanted to talk. We met at the Hollows, near the graves of our ancestors. The skulls of our dead laid bare to remind us where we come from, and where we all go. It's as sacred as any Krogan place can be. Violence is forbidden.
Suena algo arriesgado.
It sounds like a trap to me. You must have suspected as much.
I did. But when your father invites you to a crush, well, there are some laws that even we hold sacred.
¿Tu padre?
Jared was your father?
He was. Until that day. We talked, but we didn't get anywhere. When it was clear that I wouldn't join him, he gave the signal. His men leapt from the graves of our ancestors like Krogan undead. The few that were loyal to me died quickly. I escaped with my life, but not before I sank my dagger deep into my father's chest. That is why I left, and that's why I'll never go back.
Ya veo.
So long, Rex.
Vale, un poquitín más de códice. Y bueno, ¿qué os parece si pegamos un guardadito y dejamos el capítulo de hoy aquí, de este Mass Effect? Ya en el siguiente capítulo pues iremos a Birmire. Hablaremos igual un poco con Talia, que es la única que nos falta de hablar. Así que nada, espero que os haya gustado y nos vemos aquí en Manucar 28 Gameplay. Hasta la próxima.